Welcome back. We now bring you more of 1,000 Carats.
So tell me a little bit about how you guys got started, got formed together. You said you've been together 10 years, just the two of you, and then...
I was actually looking to, I was in and out of bands for a while, and Luca was already established with a band that was looking for a singer, and I had an ex-girlfriend whose cousin introduced me to Luca and the guys at the time.
I still do her hair, by the way.
Do you? Oh. And so I showed up for an audition, and I found out how young they were, and I was just like, oh man, it's going to be another one of these things. And they totally blew my mind, and I was like, okay, well now I hope I'm good enough for them. So it kind of started like that, and then
yeah, we heard him, and he was awesome. I loved his voice as soon as I heard it. I thought it was fresh and different and cool, and he's very good looking, which always helps as a front man.
It does.
I personally wouldn't date him, but good looking guy.
That's why we've been together so long.
But yeah, and then we played for a long time. We went through guys, some were serious, some were not. Then we added, Rick was the next guy we added. That was about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. And then he brought in his friend Matt. Well, actually, Dusty came in first. And then he brought in Matt as bass.
So tell me a little bit about the garage band competition that you recently won.
GarageBand.com, we heard about it through a couple other bands in the Toronto area, so I uploaded our songs, and then we were on there for about over a year when, it's just a cool website, musicians rate your songs, and our songs did really well, so we were included in this competition out of, they took like 25 of the best bands out of the 35,000 that were on the, total that were on the website. And then, we just ended up getting ahead of steam in this competition, and we ended up winning the whole thing, and that's what brought us to where we are today.
They played one of our songs on the radio on 14 stations in the U.S. and people voted for our song.
It was
They
text
like
messaging.
a head-to-head, for us against another band, and they'd vote for either our band or the other one. We kept winning. We got to the finals where there was 5 bands, and the most votes out of the 5 bands won. They called him the next day and told him, and
Wow, congratulations.
started crying like a girl.
It was
overwhelming.
It was overwhelming, especially being the only Canadian act out of the final 5. I think there was like 3 Canadian acts or Canadian bands in the whole competition. There was 2 out of BC, and ourselves out of Ontario and Toronto, and that beyond everything else was the best part of everything. It just kind of you start bleeding red and white after that, and you know exactly how proud you are to be Canadian and to be involved in something that big.
We got so much support.
Especially because the show was syndicated on national radio only in the States, so it wasn't even on in Canada. And we thought that was going to put us at a disadvantage, but obviously it didn't. The Americans loved our music so much that they didn't care about the fact that we weren't from their country, that we're Canadian. So all the people that voted for us in the GarageBand Face-Off that helped us win this Capitol record deal, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. When we get big and we get all this money, you can send us the bills for your text messages and all that stuff, and we'll reimburse and everything like that, so it'll be good.
Just the text messages.